Hi, it's Annie. If you've been looking for some of the best balance exercises, especially for closed eyes, or if you're struggling with warrior pose in yoga, this is a wonderful way to improve your balance, improve your proprioception in space, where you are in space, and it also helps prevent falling. It's so easy, and it's based on my nature series of walking like the deer that walk very quietly and are able to hold their balance for long periods of time in stillness. So you're going to need a paper ball. I'm using an envelope here that has a plastic window so it makes a loud crunchy sound. And you're going to just crumple that up and use that as a prop for improving your balance. So let's get started. And put that down on the floor. And it's important to be barefoot for this lesson. And the reason for that is I want you to feel your bones. And so many balance exercises have you close your eyes and stand on one foot. And what I have found is they don't work very well in real life because you don't apply it with variations. So this lesson will give you some really great feedback. It will build your proprioception. It'll build your awareness of where you are in space. And if you have issues with your ears, particularly, which is often a balance problem, this will help wire that together better. This is a neurological lesson that will help with hearing how you are walking, okay? And deer are amazing. They have big ears and they hear so well. So we're going to be doing some very short lessons in parts. You can kind of experiment with doing different parts. So part one, you're going to take the ball in front of your foot, stand near a wall or a chair. If you are somebody who is dizzy or have real issues with your balance, have something you can use if you're feeling wobbly, okay? And then just tap a heel and see if you can feel the bone. Yeah, and you can also put your hands behind your ears and sense that way too, and then tap the other heel. It sounds kind of goofy, but this amplifies your hearing. The other thing you can do is pull on the tops of your ears, and I've done this in other videos you can check, where you pull up toward the ceiling and then tap your heel that way. Now that accesses actually all the bones in your skull connect with your heel. And that's really useful because as you turn your head and tap, try that, pulling and turning, it will help keep your head right on top of your feet. And that's a number of ways people fall is their head and feet. They just don't feel that connection. All right, so that's the first part, is finding your head over your heels. The second lesson now is we're going to use the crumple ball, and we're going to have it right in front of, let's start with the right foot, and just a couple inches in front of the right foot, and just gently place your foot so the arch of your foot is, it's like if you're going to step on something, right? And this is such an important part of balance because often we step on things, especially if you're walking barefoot, but even with shoes, and maybe there's a hole there or some obstacle, something that could be a problem. So you don't want to step all the way into the ball. You just feel it start to crinkle. You feel it in the bottom of your foot and you stop. Okay? You stop. Now that may be hard. You might need the wall here, but we're going to use your head for balance. Okay? So let's hold your ears up. Yeah? Pull on them on the tops of your ears. Your elbows can be forward. And then pivot over the ball so that the toes come down. So you're on the ball of the foot, and then lightly touch with the foot on top of the roll, the little paper ball, and come onto the heel. So you're going to pivot over the ball without crushing it while you hold your head up. Pivot, and that may be a lot for you, and then come back, walk around, feel the difference with that foot. And just sense with your whole body. Notice the differences that you feel as you're walking around. And you can also pause this recording and take a little more time to sense it before you come back to the next part. Okay, now it should feel a little bit lighter, aware. Let's try it on the other side. And typically you have one side that's easier to balance than the other. So you're going to just lightly come onto the heel of your other foot. So I have the left foot now right so that the ball is under the arch, and I don't want to crunch it. I just want to maybe get to a light crackle. And if you have the balance, bring your elbows forward. You could hear it. Yeah, cup your ears and see if you can do it that way, and then pull on your ears. It'll be easier if you pull up on your ears and go from the heel to the ball. Heel to the ball. Okay? And then let's walk around. Again, you can take a little longer to walk around here if you want to pause the recording, just so you can sense more of your whole body and the differences that you feel. Walk around, feel how that is. And if that's all you have time for, just play with that. And then the next time you come back, we're going to try what I call ninja style. Ninja is eyes closed. I do this a lot with my clients. So you're going to take your heel forward with the right foot, put the paper ball underneath the arch, and just go to pivot. And you can look at your foot, but then look at the horizon. Yeah? So you're not looking at your foot. You're just feeling it. Okay? Pull up on your ears. Okay, here we go. Eyes closed, and pivot. Yeah. So this is what I call a stage to get to balance before you just balance on one foot with eyes closed. You're pivoting. So practical. Walking around in the dark, you feel something, you pivot. Okay? Now, if it's easy to do pulling the ears, then go to the cupping of the ears and pivot. Yeah, if it's not, go back to pulling your ears. All right, and then rest for a moment and walk around. Feel the difference. Feel the difference. Should be lighter. Let's try the other foot. Stand, pull up on your ears. Now find your heel and the ball. You don't have to close your eyes just yet. And now close the eyes, start with the heel and pivot to the ball, lightly without crushing the paper ball. Pull up on the ears. You can even turn your head a little as you pull up, and then go eyes closed. Keep your eyes, even though they're closed, looking at the horizon. Keep breathing. Relax your shoulders if you can. And try not to see it. This foot is not as good for me as the other one, so I want to lighten the crackle sound so I'm not compressing. All right, and then walk around a little bit and see how that is. See if it feels a little more stable walking. Yeah. And notice what's different this time as you walk around. You can pause this recording and take longer with this part. All right, here's the next level. Now this gets hard. But the point of this is it's actually a little easier than just standing on one leg, but it gives you more feedback. So this next level, you're going to put the little paper ball in front of your right foot. Take your heel so it's behind the ball so you can step forward a little and take the ball of your foot. So you're rocking from heel to the ball, okay? Go ahead and pull up on your ears. Eyes still open. Eyes open. This time, eyes open for a little bit first. And go from heel to ball. All right, now turn your head with your, holding your ears, turn your head to the left. Look at the horizon. And I'm balancing on the ball of my foot while I do this. Turn to the left and then back to the center. Okay, now stay to the left this time. Take your heel down and then pivot to the ball. So you're just going lightly over the ball, turn to the left, come to the center, Do the same thing in the center, and now slowly turn to the right. Stay there. Pull up on those ears. Go from heel to ball. All right, and then come back to the middle and walk around. And as you walk, just sense what is different. What do you notice? How does it feel? Take your time. Here we are. So that was with eyes open. Okay? Let's try it on the other foot. Pull up. Start with the heel. And then come down and up with the ball of the foot going. So you're pivoting from the heel to the ball, going over the paper, trying not to crunch. Okay? And then let's turn, let's say to the right this time. Look with eyes open and see if you can be light with your heel and the ball. Back to the center. Yeah. Turn to the left. Heel and ball. Going from one to the other. Very light. Okay, walk around. And this last time, yes, we're going to do ninja. But see how it is to walk now. Your head will hopefully feel lighter. This is so great for neck stuff. All right, and if you're not ready for this, just stay with the other parts of the lesson. But I just want to show you how this progresses. So put the paper ball in front of the right foot so that your heel is behind it. You can see my legs aren't very far apart here. My right foot is just, the heel is about this place of where my big toe of my left foot is. So very short little step forward with the ball of the paper ball that I'm pivoting. And start with your eyes open, pulling up on your ears. And then we close the eyes. Close your eyes. All right, come back to the right heel is touching the floor. Now slowly close your eyes but turn to the right and see if you can do that without losing your balance. Okay, and then shift to the ball of the right foot. Easy. And then to the heel. Keep breathing, relax your shoulders, and try to go lightly from heel to ball. And then over time, you can get so you're touching lighter and lighter, and maybe stopping more in the middle, relaxing, playing with this paper, okay? And then let it go, walk around. And if you get sort of noisier paper, it's really great. After a while, my paper, it loses its sound, and I need to maybe get a new one. All right, let's try it on the other side. So, left heel is behind the paper ball, balancing on the floor. Start with your eyes open first, just to get oriented. Going to the ball of the left foot, coming over your paper to the heel. Rocking over lightly over the ball without crunching it. And then come onto the left heel, close your eyes, see if you can relax and feel that whole right foot. Relax your shoulders, your elbows are pointed in mostly forward but a little bit out to the side, pulling up on the ears and slowly tilting onto the ball of the left foot, the heel, the ball. Okay, now come back to the left heel. Keep your eyes closed and slowly turn to the left. Stay there. Stay there. Take your time. Lightly come onto the left ball of your foot over the paper ball and then to the heel. And just slowly relax as you do it. Keep your eyes at the horizon, but closed. Your eyes are closed. And stay as long as you need to on the heel or on the ball so that you settle and quiet your nervous system. Calm yourself. And watch that your eyes stay at the horizon. Like I have one area, my eyes are kind of not at the horizon, so I need to work with that. And then come back to the middle and do it a few times in the middle, and see if you can, when you're in the middle, maybe linger with your foot hovering over the ball lightly, and then very slowly, leaning on either the heel or the ball of your foot, make a turn to the right. But go slow and leaning on one of those two. This is wild if you have one side that's a little less balanced than the other. Really stay so you're on either the ball or the heel as you turn, and go slow, breathing. Keep your eyes at the horizon level, eyes closed. And then slowly come back, and you can be pivoting as you do that onto the ball of the foot, over the paper ball, and then let's come away. Walk around. It's a long time to be holding your ears, but let's see how it feels now walking. Yeah? Do you feel lighter on your feet? Can you sense what's different from when you began these lessons? And what does it feel like to walk now? Let me know how this is for you. Especially if you like to walk barefoot, go outside and feel the difference in your balance now, walking outdoors. It's fantastic. Be careful if you're walking outside that it is safe without objects like glass or anything that might injure your feet. You need to be aware of that in walking outdoors. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. And special blessings to all the four-leggeds out there in the world. Take care. I know, you guys are so curious.